and I saw a video that showed some old trucks that were bought by former Minister Blythe. Firstly, if they were bought by former Minister Blythe, you wouldn't expect them to still be alive today. That's the first contemplation. The next issue, and what Jamaicans should be aware of, is that those trucks, and should remember, because, memories are short, right? Person should remember that we got all of a year out of those trucks because they were not fit for purpose for Jamaica's terrain. The gearboxes did not work. That the government even explored legal action in trying to recover the funds because of that. So sharing something that collapsed under a former PNP administration and trying to put it on this administration is quite something. Now, we also need to remember, and allow me to bring this up, the project was not, because you can't call it a good system, it was a disaster. The rapid response system was a disaster. But it was also fraught with audit challenges and several corruption allegations, Mr. President. And it was shut down by this administration to cut off a ridiculous feeding tree for the former administration's political activists. Mr. President, that program was cut off by this administration because it presided over significant leakage, and we're not taking back. We're not taking it back. That's a fact, Mr. President. Mr. President, this administration transferred the assets to the Ministry of Local Government, so the assets are in use for service delivery of the Jamaican people without any governance issues. We have also continued to invest, rather not just on a monthly basis, on an annual basis. Last year we bought 8 additional trucks for the National Water Commission. This year we're in procurement right now for 8 additional trucks, and we will buy another 8 next year. And if we continue needing space, we will build in that emergency response, Mr. President. But make no bones about it, and the people watching at home must know that those trucks were from a failed PNP investment, and it also hurt Jamaica's water delivery systems because a lot of the money was wasted, Mr. President. And we're not going to pull back our resile from that fact. It is a legacy of failure.